Each airport in the national airspace system has unique and distinct characteristics, which can sometimes lead pilots to use the wrong surface in taxi, takeoff, or landing operations. Let's take a look at some of these tricky areas from the flight deck. The Flying Cloud Airport, FCM, is a medium to large-sized, primarily business and general aviation airport, located approximately 10 miles southwest of the larger Minneapolis-Saint Paul International Airport. The airport configuration consists of two parallel runways, runways 28 left and right, and 10 left and right, and intersecting runway 1836. As with many airports with parallel runways with staggered thresholds, wrong runway approaches and landings are an issue at Flying Cloud. Pilots often focus on the first runway they see, not necessarily the one that they've been cleared to operate on. Additional issues arise at Flying Cloud, with parallel Taxiway Bravo being mistaken for a runway. Pilots arriving at Flying Cloud for the first time need to be extra vigilant in identifying their assigned runway. To enhance situational awareness for areas where runway confusion may lead to a wrong surface event, where a pilot may approach or land on the incorrect runway, taxiway, or wrong airport, the FAA has released arrival alert notices at several airports with a history of misalignments. Arrival alert notices, a tool for pre-flight planning, provide a graphic visually depicting the approach to a particular airport with a history of misalignment risk. There's also language describing the potential confusion. This airport has an arrival alert notice, which can be found in the digital chart supplement under Airport Remarks, which will then point you to the Special Notices section. Several different factors, such as expectation bias, fatigue, cockpit distractions, visual illusions, and reduced situational awareness can lead pilots to land on the wrong surface and to hear and read back one thing and execute another. Another unique aspect at Flying Cloud concerns parallel Taxiway Alpha. Numerous FBOs, hangars, flight schools, and businesses are located on the north side of Taxiway Alpha. Even with standard taxiway markings, aircraft taxiing out from one of these locations and cleared to taxi via Alpha in either direction have missed Taxiway Alpha and continued onto runway 10 left, 28 right, thinking they were on Taxiway Alpha. This occurs even though appropriate taxiway markings, signage, and wigwag lights are installed at Flying Cloud. Extra vigilance, the use of moving map displays, and familiarity with the airport diagram will help alleviate this issue. Another area of concern occurs at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and runway 28 right, 10 left. Primarily jets instructed to taxi to runway 28 left via Alpha, Charlie, hold short runway 28 right, have missed the hold short line for 28 right and taxi too close to runway 28 right, 10 left. The hold short line is located immediately after making the turn onto Taxiway Charlie. Pilots are reminded, while on active surfaces, vigilance outside the windows must be maintained and on-ship position positively identified. Pilots need to be aware that the approach end of runway 28 left is at an awkward angle for the control tower's line of sight. This makes it almost impossible for controllers to visually verify the aircraft are lined up with the correct runway. When arriving on runways 28 left and right, it is imperative that pilots ensure that they are approaching the runway that they were cleared to use. Double-checking correct runway numbers on final will help the tower in this situation. One visual clue that can be used when landing on runway 28 right is the numerous hangars and buildings on the right north side of the runway. To help alleviate the parallel runway and taxiway situation, Flying Cloud has taken the following steps. On runway 10 right, the medium intensity approach lights are used continuously. The runway end identifier lights, or reels, are operated on runway 10 left when landing in that direction. Conversely, the runway 28 left and right reels are in continuous operation when landing west. Be aware if on left downwind for runway 10 left, the approach end of the runway 10 left is not visible. This situation has led pilots to mistake runway 10 right for runway 10 left and taxiway Bravo for runway 10 right. With closely spaced parallel runways and taxiways, the risk to cross runway hold short lines exists. Even with enhanced lead and hold short markings, above ground signage and wigwag lights, pilots still missed the hold short location and crossed into the runway safety area. Although airport diagrams and some moving map displays do not show hold short locations, a clear understanding of your location, your taxi clearance, and the graphic display of information in this video should go a long way to alleviate inadvertent runway incursions at Flying Cloud Airport. Pilots need to remember that if they are ever in doubt or unsure of any instruction or aircraft position, the easiest answer is to ask the tower. They're here to help. Being aware of the hotspots and other configuration issues at Flying Cloud will help pilots make better decisions and, along with the ATC tower, keep the operation safe and efficient.